To What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It's Rusty from Champions Chat, bringing you a break it down on El Grande Americano. I'm live on Twitch, and this is an edition we're calling Live Without Lee. So it's just me on stream. We're looking at a Grande Americano. He's a brand new superstar this month. And you know what? I want to show him to you, but of course, the portal is being problematic. So let's go here into roster management and have a look. El Grande Americano Numero Uno is an aggressive technician, S tier, and modern era with a really cool mask and tassels on his side. Check this out. Trainer ability. Green moves to start 2 more MP. Yellow moves that deal damage will deal 75% more damage. So I don't know, we're getting more and more support for move damage in champions, and he's part of that cycle. Uh, oh, I didn't even put an entourage on him, so we can do that here. The move set we're gonna try out first is triple green. We're going to look at the ankle lock submission and make 40 random subs that deals. This is robust, 765k for 3 turns, while sub gems remaining gems turn into 1 turn countdown gems that will increase your red gem damage by 15% for 1 turn when activated at the end of the countdown. So each individual countdown gem is going to boost my cumulative red gem damage by 15%. So I don't want them to break very many of them. Then I'm going to do the diving crossbody deal, 975k damage, and increase your red gem damage by 200% for 1 turn. And he's got a hardcore move. If the style is defensive, first deal 1.75 million damage, and increase your red gem damage by 150% for 1 turn. 115% for 1 turn. Does not affect bonus damage. So we're seeing more and more and more red damage, red gem damage, kind of swell up there as we do it. Also, then we're going to hit the Northern Lights suplex for 991k damage and make 49 random gems into red gems, turning the whole board red. But it's got a reversal. If the opponent generated at least one trap, deal 2 million damage, increase your red gem damage by 115% for 2 turns. Does not affect bonus damage. Then steal the opponent's turn. Cooldown duration 1 turn. Yeah, so we've got a 99 MP, but no perks on this. So let's get an entourage loaded in and talk a little bit more about him. You know what? After looking at this a little closer, I just didn't pay attention to the MP charge of 10 on the sub. So, in my opinion, this is your 99 MP build right here, and and that's about all you would use it for. You need this missile dropkick to load green MP. I think that's what we want to do here. Is we want to increase our green MP by 10, then deal what is it, 18 million damage and steal 14 million health. Heck yes, that's what I want to do. No, how many? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 1.8 million damage. Okay, deal 1.8 million damage and steal 14 million health. I like that. I like the MP charge move more than I like. Actually, let's boost it up to 6 gold. So we're going to deal 750k damage, increase your MP by 10, then deal 2 million damage and steal up to 15 million health. All right, that's what we're starting with. That feels really good. Right. Well, I've got the entourage set, much to the disapproval of the portal. It didn't want me to get this set. So I am doing, because this is a 6 red MP charge move, I'm doing Bulldog for 2 red and 45% more red gem damage. I'm doing Piper Nevin for 2 more red MP and 40% red damage. I'm doing Santa Hogan for another MP, and then I'm going to do Ramblin' Rabbit for red gems, do 30% more damage. So I'm trying to maximize my red gem damage. Um, so with that in mind, uh, I've got Fury 2s on here with a green metal to do a little bit more move damage. And I had initially placed this plate here thinking I would use the sub. This will be for the 99 MP era only. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it. But we are going to leave on the red Royal Rumble because I think this is going to be monster damage with the red Royal Rumble in this move set. We're going to take him on the road here against Big Papa Pump, Scotty Steiner, as I navigate the portal and its pop-ups and the Julia shards it just gave me. And we'll get on the road. All right. Well, we are in a match now against Big Papa Pump, Scotty Steiner, Powerhouse, um, 67 million damage health, and I'm showing my green moves as loaded. They are not. This is the 99 MP um, preview, but I did make sure I included this missile drop kick, and so I'm going to start with that to load the green moves. So we're looking for realistically, what does Grande now that was a 20 million swing just now because of the health steal. Uh, so he um, did 10 green MP. He did whatever million, 2.2 million, and stole 15 million health just now. I like that. Uh, Now we're going to boost red gem damage by 200%. And if the style is defensive, we're going to boost it by another 115. But I don't think Papa Pump is defensive. So we boosted it. All right, he's at 41 million now. And it's just been click, click. Let's hit that finisher and see what our boosted red moves do with the Royal Rumble plate. 41 million on Scotty. Here come the first wave of 49 red gems. Pow. Here come the second wave of 30 more. Pow. And that's 63 million. So 63 million gem damage just from the red gems on the finisher alone, plus the other health steal and the move damage. So, I mean, you're looking at about, what, 80 million total in the cycle, I think. If I did the math wrong, please correct me in the comments or in the chat. But that move set was so easy. Click, click, click. All right, so the next move set that I say we because I had the chat on Twitch help me build this, is triple black. We're gonna throw out maybe some defensive shenanigans here. Um, I'm going to stick with my Fury 2 medals because, again, I don't think it's fair to show Armor 2 against an opponent that can't handle it. Um, but Pile Driver is going to deal a million damage and choose two gems to make two turn Juggernaut gems to make 23 random gems into botch on every countdown turn. Increase your red MP by 6 at the end of the countdown. Then we're going to hit the guillotine, which is our MP fill move. Are we doing that first? I think we might have decided to do that first in the chat. So I'm going to pull this over here. Color sub. Choose 8 gems to make into black subs and do 430k damage for 3 turns while subs are on the board. Remaining gems turn into one turn. Now, this is exciting. One turn countdown gems that will deal 450k damage and decrease the damage of all your opponent's gems by 10% for a total of 1 turns. That includes both your turns and the opponent's turns at the end of the countdown. So, the more countdowns we can keep intact, the more gem damage we can lower. We are going to try the sub move first. So to minimize confusion, I may move it to the one slot. But also, here's the entourage we decided upon: is Woods to give us 4 black MP, Andrade to give us 2 black MP and 75% of botch gems. We're using the new A tier Becky Lynch to get Botch do 60% more damage, and we decided to throw on this recent rare Steve Austin. Botch gems do 40% more damage because the portal was being painstakingly slow. Normally, we wouldn't highlight, that kind of a premium um, coach, but I mean, a lot of you, or some of you, may have him at this point. The real star of this build, we suspect, now I'm talking to Jabroni, Slim Numbers, Kurgan, some of our friends in the chat on Twitch are saying Final Boss Finery is what we want to use here. When you make 15 plus botch gems, decrease all your opponent's gem damage by 80% for 3 turns, which would pair perfectly with an armor strap or armor medals. If you've got the armor twos, the tier 6 armor twos, try them out. I think you will prevent them from ever kicking out. So this might be a really, really fun defensive build. We'll show you it on the road. All right, friends, we're on the road. We are going to lay down our sub first. Now, this is what the chat is thinking will be the most potent. Uh, let's put them all because we don't want them to break. Actually, we do need 3 to break to load the other move. So we're going to break 3 and leave, what is that, 5? Looks like all 5 are going to stay. So that's reducing his gem damage by 50%. Boom! Reduced it by 50%. Now we're going to load down 2 Juggernauts. I do not recommend using Goldberg because there's no need. You're going to create 46 botch gems. We hit that finisher. That's 61 million damage or 61 million health. We do that rolling suplex. There's the botch. Oh my gosh. It was 35 million each. But what's going on? The board did not break. Is that supposed to happen? Do we not create any color gems? Black sub. Where's my guillotine move? Let me just read this. Here we go. The finisher. Oh, you know what? So it's a finisher. Okay, this is a broken finisher. So we'll report this because he should have covered him up for the pin. Um, yeah, because he has no health and he did a ton of damage and he got pinned. So broken finisher. He didn't pin. Yeah. So it's supposed to be a finisher. So that's just a dev. They can get in there and straighten that out. Let's see what happens when I swipe. I don't think I have a 5 match. Oh, is he gonna kick out? Yuck. Yuck. But you know what? I'll just one click this sub here. Make 1 sub gem. You're dead. You're done. So that'll be repaired by the time you unlock Grande Americano. That'll be fixed. So we'll report it. I think that's the only valid move sets. We'll take a look real quick and see if there's another one. Yeah, so I mean, in looking at Grande Americano's movesets, I'm not sure there's a third moveset here. Maybe Marex or Slim Numbers, one of the big brains in the community. Maybe Benny or Cesaro, uh, whoever. Maybe if Lee were here, he would keep me on track. But I mean, we've used all 3 black moves. We've used the 2 valid green moves. We don't really need the moonsault unless we wanted to manually advance the juggernauts. I just don't think that's where we want to be though. So if we're trying to work around a sub, we would throw in the we'd probably throw in this moonsault and start with it and manually, we'd load red MP and manually create black gems to load the other two black moves if we were afraid of like a sub reversal or something like that. But I just don't see any need to run this 10 MP ankle lock. I just don't. I mean, it kind of boosts the red gems, but how do you, maybe for boss battle, maybe it's a boss battle thing or a 99 MP thing. And but that's where I see Grande Americano having one defensive build that's very robust and one offensive. No, actually that this hit harder. Triple Black hit harder. So I can't say that it's just a defensive build. So I think he's great. I think he's a lot of fun, and we'll power rate him together a little later this month. All right, friends. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining us.